Peace, peace. Okay, good people. Let's do another one. So you're dealing with a judge who doesn't want you to talk, or keeps cutting you off and won't allow you to say what you need to say. We're going to deal with point of order. What is a point of order? Let's get into it. A point of order is a preliminary procedure used to call attention to a perceived violation of the rules during a meeting or proceeding, like in a court. It's a way to ensure that the established rules and procedures are followed. In court, this can be used to object to improper questions, arguments, or conduct by opposing counsel or even the judge. So again, it can be used for the opposing counsel, which would be the prosecutor if it's a criminal case, or whoever's the plaintiff, or like in family court, and or the judge. So if the judge is overstepping the bounds, he's operating ultra vires. All right, now I think we'll do a video on ultra vires. When the judge is operating outside of the judge's delegated authority. All right, so when the judge is operating outside of their delegated authority, point of order. Here's how to properly use a point of order in a court setting. 1. Timing is crucial. A point of order should be raised immediately after the rule violation occurs. Delaying can make the issue more difficult to address and may be seen as waiving the objection. All right. Number 2, proper phrasing. When raising the point, you should clearly state, "I rise to a point of order," or simply, "point of order." You're addressing the judge, not the opposing counsel. You do not speak to the opposing counsel when you do this, only to the judge. Number 3, address the judge directly. Always direct your point of order to the judge, not the opposing counsel. This is some reiteration right here. For example, we don't say "Your Honor," we say "My Honor," because it's always my honor at stake in those rooms. All right? And the judge has no honor if they're operating outside of the Constitution. And 99.999% of the time, they're operating outside of the Constitution. All right? Because, of course, these court cases are commercial in nature. They are not constitutional courts. All right? They're contractual courts. So, my honor, I raise to a point of order. Number 4, explain the violation concisely. Briefly explain what rule you believe has been violated. All right, Constitution, the Bill of Rights, XYZ to the end of it. For example, "My honor, the witness is being asked to speculate, which is not permitted under the rules of evidence." Number 5, be specific and factual. Avoid generalizations or emotional arguments. Focus on the specific rule violation you perceive. Number 6, accept the judge's ruling. After you've stated your point of order, the judge will rule on whether or not the point is well taken. Don't panic, people. Don't panic. There's more. You must accept the judge's ruling, even if you disagree. If you disagree with the ruling, you may need to consult with your jurisdiction's rules on appeals. All right? So you can appeal it. You don't just have to accept what they said. Important considerations. Not for personal attacks. A point of order is not an opportunity to attack the opposing counsel or the judge. Keep that in mind, because you have some people that's coming into this knowledge, and they think that, because I'm right, I can talk and act any way that I want. I could become, they think that being belligerent means being disrespectful, evil, and imprudent. That is not what this is about. You still have to be respectful. Even though you're right and they may be violating your rights, you still maintain your honor. Remember what we said earlier, not your honor, my honor. Your honor is always at stake. My honor is always at stake in those courtrooms. So you have to maintain your own honor. Their job is to get you out of your honor, get you out of it, and get you to act a fool. get you to act all disrespectful so they can show that this person has no honor. They have no honor. They have no couth. They have no decorum. So therefore, they have to be treated like an animal or like a misbehaving child. So let's be intelligent about this. Let's continue. It's a tool to enforce rules, not to express personal opinions. Not for debate. Points of order are not debatable. The judge will rule on the issue, and the matter is closed. May be appealed. In some jurisdictions, rulings on points of order can be appealed to a higher court. In fact, anything that you object to is appealable. All right? Seek clarification if needed. If you're unsure whether a violation has occurred, you can also raise a point of inquiry. You can raise a point of inquiry or point of information. So this is when you go deeper into it, okay? To seek clarification from the judge. So when the judge makes the ruling, you can also do a point of inquiry. Hey, where did you get that ruling from exactly? Where did you come? How did you come to that conclusion? Not challenging, you're just asking for more information. That's why it's point of information. Okay, so point of inquiry or point of information to seek clarification from the judge. So with that, another video down. Appreciate you people tuning in. Please like, subscribe. If you want to comment, throw a comment in there. Make sure that you share the video. This is important. We don't do gatekeeping over here. By the sheer fact of these videos being made is a proof that we don't do gatekeeping over here. So, like, subscribe, comment, share. And if you need any help with any kind of court case, get in touch. You should know the number if you watch enough of my videos. 631-520-4585. 631-520-4585. And of course, Assalamu alaikum to the Muslims, Islam to the Moors, Shalom to the Hebrews, Hotep to the Egyptologists, Namaste to the Hindus, peace be upon you to the Christians, and good morning to those of you who are just waking up to this knowledge. Good morning. You're welcome.